Welcome to today's episode of Garbage Programming Jobs.
Paid in exposure.
We're going to take a look at some unpaid internships today. You are a volunteer, you are not an intern. In my opinion, you should never work for free unless you're building your own portfolio for freelancing or your own job. There's a few jobs that I found that, I don't know, dude, like, they're just so entitled. These positions, just what they're requesting and what they're requiring and how they feel like they can boss you around. Like, you're a volunteer, bro. You're gonna tell me to do something or else? Like, or else what? You're not paying me anything. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you what I think is a decent job. And it's actually for game dev, so you'd be surprised. Stick around to the end to watch that. All right, let's jump into the first one here. Graphic designer. And now if we look here, it says interested in joining a startup technology company, combating the whatever, right? Like, we're developing many new products and growing fast. A 2 to 3 month commitment is needed for this internship. Let's jump down here to the experience. 3 years. 2 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. How are you supposed to have paid work experience for 3 years so that you can take an unpaid internship job? Are you serious? Graphic design is pretty decent. Like, that translates to a lot of things. Requesting 3D rendering, 2 years? That's like someone's job. This is trash. Do not take this job. Application question. This is an unpaid internship with the possibility to become a paid position. Still interested. This is just bait. You could say, well, when will this turn into something paid? And they'll be like, well, we don't know right now. And they'll just keep saying that. And they'll keep saying that, and they'll keep saying that. This is bait. I wouldn't buy into this. Another thing here that's a big red flag to me is it says stable, traditional. But let's go back up here to the top where it says startup technology company. I have never seen the words stable and startup in the same sentence. Needed immediately. Yeah, dude, I need some immediate free work too, bro. Doesn't everybody need some immediate assistance? Web design internship. Real World Digital LLC. They actually say we'll just pay you an exposure. This is an unpaid internship. However, you will gain access to contacts in several industries, access and training on professional tools and methodologies, and gain experience with an international team of educators and technologists. This doesn't guarantee you anything, but look at what they want. Develop and fine-tune visual concepts, conceptualize, originate website design ideas that bring simplicity and user-friendliness, complex roadblocks, create wireframes. This is so much work that is unpaid. Skills, project or work experience as a web designer. Experience in WordPress, that's a separate job. Graphic design, that's a separate job. HTML and CSS, now all of a sudden we're a web developer? If you are all of these things and the skills, you deserve that fat $sign. You deserve money. Stop saying,
well, if I do it, then it will look good on my resume and like maybe I'll get a job. Like,
if you do it, they're gonna realize they can get away with it, and then they're just gonna start offering that, and every company's just gonna start offering unpaid internships as like it's a bonus. And there are people saying like,
well, eventually you'll have to pay to work an internship, and you'll have to pay them so that they'll allow you, like,
Don't let this keep going in that direction is what I'm saying. Wouldn't it look good on my resume? You know what else looks good on a resume that actually benefits you? Is having personal projects. I'd work on my own side hustles. I'd work on my own things that benefit me if I'm gonna work for free. I'm not gonna be taking orders for free. I can guarantee you that, and that's what you'll be doing at an unpaid intern. At your next job, if you say I was an unpaid intern, they are going to lowball you. So when you actually do get a job making money, you're gonna get your very first dollar and you're not gonna know how to value yourself at all. They're gonna offer you like $10 an hour, and since you made no money before, that $10 an hour is gonna be looking super fantastic and
wow, this is so much money.
Of course it's a lot of money when you go from like making no money, but what I'd also like you to know is that's also a super shitty amount of money. Here's another unpaid internship. Showcase a strong sense of design, typography, blah, 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 HTML, CSS, work well within a team, all that soft skills. And then at the bottom they say, you will be way cooler after interning here. Well, I'm sorry, my coolness level doesn't pay my bills, bro. Again, they're still being picky. They want you to have 1 year experience of web design, graphics, graphic design, and digital marketing. Are you serious? If you have 1 year experience in any of this stuff, again, you deserve money. You finally found it. A platform to train your digital marketing muscles. A team that you can learn with, grow with, and laugh with. This is a lot of stuff. Okay, first of all, digital marketing is expensive, and to pay someone to do it right is even more expensive. You can have the best product in the world, but again, if you don't have good marketing, and if people don't know about it, people like you can't get eyes on it, it doesn't matter how good your product is. And for that reason, I'm out. I'm just kidding. I can't say that. Every time I say that in Shark, like the Shark Tank thing comes in my head. Again, if you can do any of this stuff, you deserve money. Here's a company that has no idea what they're looking for. Senior web developer, $7.25 an hour contract. I think the person who wrote this might actually be confused about what senior level web developer front-end means. We are looking to hire a senior level front-end developer for an 8-week project with the possibility for permanent hire. Again, they can just keep moving that out, so it doesn't mean anything. And they are so picky. 2 business referrals. If you do not supply the 3 items asked for above, we will not review your application. For $7.25 an hour, that's fine. You know what? I think I'll just move on. So this is a game dev job. And game dev is notorious for being underpaid and overworked because everyone wants to make video games, right? That's super cool. And this, for every person that quits, there's 100 more people that are in line to take that job so they can offer really low salaries. This company makes no qualm about telling you that it's crap. Why you'll love it here. A salary sacrifice for phones, laptops, gaming consoles, superannuation and novated lease. I don't really know what that means, but they're openly saying we are paying you less money, or we are taking money out of your salary to provide you hardware to be able to do your job. That's why you'll love it. We're taking money out of your salary to give you the equipment you need in order to do the thing that we're paying you to do, but now we're paying you less because we had to give you that equipment. Weekly massages on site. This might be the only perk. Does it include a happy ending? Cake on your birthday and everyone else's birthday. Flexible working hours and work-life balance. I doubt that. Social events and Friday night board games shenanigans. Nobody wants to stay at work on a Friday night after they've already been working on games all week as their job. Daily breakfast bar. Oh, why is there a salary sacrifice included in that too? Monthly company lunches, is that a salary sacrifice included in that too? Up here at the top it says, we offer generous benefits and perks. We work hard to foster an intensely collaborative, fun, and creative environment with training and professional growth opportunities at our forefront. There's nothing inside of this perks block that says anything about training and professional growth opportunities. Not a single one. So this is the classic, we want a front-end developer in the title, but in the description, we want an entire development team. Actually, we just want an entire company, honestly, as a job post. So it says, we're seeking talented front-end focused developers to add to our close-knit team of LMS learning management systems developers in Madison, Wisconsin, whatever. Responsibilities, developing and configuring UI UX features like themes, catalogs, custom workflows, CSS, HTML, JavaScript. Wait. Themes and catalogs? Themes and catalogs, that's graphic design. That's not really front-end development. That's graphic design. That's kind of UI. But they also want you to be UI UX features, so you're doing UI UX and front-end development. Working with a product management team, refining features, and spearheading configuration-based improvements. So now you're doing product management and project management. Aiding the sales team with demos and mock-ups. So if you don't know what that means in practice, the sales team is giving a demo of a product to the customer in like a meeting or a Zoom call with a big PowerPoint up there, and you have to aid them with that. You have to become a salesperson, basically. So now you're a front-end developer, you're a UI UX, you're a graphic designer, you're a project manager, and a salesperson. Monitoring work queue. Oh, so now you're the Scrum Master too? It gets worse. They want 3 years experience. Health insurance, dental insurance, retirement plan, if you make it that far, which I highly doubt you'll make it that far, but paid time off, flexible schedule, yeah. It's flexible because you have to work all the time. It's Monday to Friday, it's a day shift, and it's an 8-hour shift, but you're also on call, and that's what they mean when they say flexible schedule. You work your regular 40-hour a week, but you also have to work extra whenever you get called in. So it's flexible for us, not for you. This is the everything developer job. Stay away from these jobs. So as promised, this is what I think a good job description looks like. A flat no bosses structure where we value freedom and dissent. We work where and when we want. We work remotely, but we have offices where you can base yourself from if you want. We practice radical transparency in how we work, especially in decision making. Ideals are cheap to talk about. We try to turn what we believe into practical actions we can all follow and see happening around us. Fully supported remote working. All information, including financial and decision making, is shared to all employees. This is key. At a regular job, you have no insight to finances and that sort of decision making with the CEO. He's just gonna make a decision no matter what, and he doesn't care what happens to you. I mean, he says he does, but he doesn't actually care what happens to you. He cares about what happens to his potential yacht or his private jet or whatever else. And so if they're willing to share those numbers with you, that's great. And at a startup especially, they should share those numbers with you. I don't know if this is a startup, but that's just a pro tip. The more financial transparency that the upper people, even though there's no upper people here, have with you, I say the more you can trust them. They're not trying to hide anything. They're not trying to make any sneaky moves, you know? Everything is very clear. Everything is very upfront. And honestly, if I could see like a track record of the person that is leading or in charge of making these financial decisions and they are good, then I'm going to be more likely to believe that I can work here for a long amount of time and benefit myself just as much as I'm benefiting them. We don't track holiday or working hours. Fantastic. Hours don't mean productivity, as we all know. We value dissent. People choose what to work on and how to accomplish a task. Like, as long as the work is being completed by the deadline that what was set or whoever promised they would have it done by then, and the quality is there and everyone is happy, that's what it's all about. Perfect. We rely on peer pressure and persuasion, not authority. I mean, I could kind of go back and forth on the peer pressure thing. It depends on how everyone is acting, and if you ever want to kind of like differentiate yourself and do something your own way, peer pressure might stop you from doing that. But persuasion, so if you can convince them that what you're doing is fine, then you're fine. If you've not got working experience with things like TDD and refactoring, but maybe you've always wanted to, but your current job doesn't allow for it, show us at least that you're familiar with the concepts and that you really want to work in this kind of environment, and you're still in with a good chance. We're interested in candidates from any background as long as you have a keen understanding of object-oriented languages and you're someone who cares about how software is written. That's what I think a good job description looks like. Otherwise, they're pretty vague. They don't have 500 perks at the bottom. Like, the good jobs are the ones that you go to the interview, the description's kind of vague, you go to the interview, and then you realize everyone here is really chill and you just kind of do what you want. Those are the good jobs. You're not, the people who promote all this perks and stuff up front are not the good jobs. They're trying to buy you off with perks, not a good job. At the end of the day, if they have a foosball table and you spend 15 minutes a month using it, does it really matter? Was that really one of the main reasons that you work there? That is all for today's garbage programming jobs. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. Remember, guys, try not to fall for this stuff. I know it's easy to when you're desperate and you need money and you just gotta pay bills, but these are unpaid, so they're not gonna pay your bills anyways. And if you really care and you're like, I need experience, make your own experience. You can completely make your own experience. Go offer stuff to people for free and build your name up, not theirs. You can scale that. You can build 10 different things for 10 different people all at the same time. But if you're working an unpaid internship, you can only build something for one person the whole time. I have a Discord, link for that is down in the description. I have a corporate cringe you could submit corporate cringe to, and I have a garbage job section where you could submit garbage jobs to. You can also DM me there or on Instagram or wherever. I have some links down there also in the description that help support the channel and keep me doing what I'm doing. If you like this information that I'm spreading, maybe share these videos, hit subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.